Jamal Niaz here with the main man, Ian Garry. I'm surprised to see you here, but then when I put it together, you are boys with Jake Paul. So, what do you make of the influence of boxing scene? It's absolutely wild, isn't it?
It's fucking nuts, and you got to give all the respect in the world. The fact that these guys can come in here and sell out a stadium and put on a show like this, it's fucking nuts. It's incredible, and yeah, the guys are credit to themselves. This is an exceptional venue.
Because I cover traditional boxing as well, and a lot of times the top tier is closed off, but not tonight. Like, everyone wants to see this. And what did you make of the build-up this week as well between Dillon and Logan? He cracked him with the microphone, didn't he?
Mate, look, if you throw something at me, I'm throwing something back. If you come at me with heat, I'm coming back at you with heat. So he fucked up and throwing it and not getting ready for the flashback, like whatever it is. But Dillon just bit back and he took Logan out of surprise. And I think you got to be ready for shit like that. You got to be ready.
And obviously Dillon's is boys with Conor, but I've heard that tonight he said that he wants to fight the toughest challenge in the UFC, which is you. Would you have genuine animosity with him, even though there is that McGregor connection?
Animosity towards Dillon?
Yeah.
No, Dillon's not on my level and he never will be. There's nothing that man could do to ever put a fucking hand on me. So there's no animosity. If there was ever a fight, if there was ever a training session, that you are openly welcome to come whenever you want, I will happily show you just how much better than you I am. If you want to do it in front of thousands of people on screen, live TV, wherever you want, Dillon, you don't stand a chance, my friend. So keep my name out your mouth.
Because you're ranked on the ascent to a title shot. But obviously his debut would bring numbers and would bring money. Would if the price is right, would you say, right, we'll put the title shot on hold and we'll go and silence Dillon?
I don't plan. It's not about silencing Dillon. Dillon's irrelevant, and I think after tonight he'll be irrelevant again. I think for me, I would thump the mouth off him, and it's not a competition. I don't see him as a threat in any way, shape or form. There's nothing that man could do to ever put a finger on me.
And what do you make of Jake? Like, you guys, you talk the talk, but you both walk the walk, and he's earned the respect of everyone in the combat sports community, hasn't he?
When you go out there and you show up and you do what you say you're going to do, that you have to have respect. You have to have respect, and it's earned. It's not given, it's earned, and he's earned every single bit of it.
Heartbreaking seeing him beat Anderson Silva, just as a pure martial arts fan as well, right?
Look, the thing is, everything's different. MMA is different to boxing. All the skill sets are different, but Jake went out there and was the better man on the night. That's all that matters.
I think everyone eventually wants to see you fight Colby Covington. And obviously Leon is a teammate, close friend of yours. That make it difficult as well from your aspirational perspective as well, because he's got the belt. You would still fight Leon.
I don't care who's got that belt wrapped around their waist. When I'm ready to go for that title, which isn't now, it's in about 4 fights time. I don't want to rush myself. Whoever's got that belt's getting taken out, and I'm never losing a fight in my life.
Ideally, would it have to be Colby though? Just because grudge match, trash talk there.
Anybody.
I
don't care.
I mean, because you don't necessarily need a dance partner to talk back, because you're selling all the fights yourself at the moment.
I'm doing it all myself. Look, if I have someone who's going to give genuine fucking animosity or fun or a bit of clapback, then it's fun. Yeah. It entertains the fans. We sell a fight. We have fun. We get people interested. And this is the thing in the UFC. There's a lot of good fighters. There's no lack of amazing fighters. But how many superstar personalities is there? Yeah. Right now in the UFC? Maybe 2. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we saw that with Conor, like similar ascent to Conor. Obviously, the comparisons have been made countless times. But it was when he fought Nate and he fought Khabib that's when it, like, absolutely stratospheric rise, wasn't it? Because those were those bad blood grudge matches. And
I don't know. I think before that he was a superstar. Yeah. Like, I would say when he went out there and he beat Chad Mendes that time.
I was there for that one.
I would say that was the start of it. Like, he had his rise, he had all these fights, but when he went out there and he took out Chad Mendes and then went on and took out Aldo, that was him done for life. He was the best we've ever seen, and no one's ever going to beat it.
Do you think you'll get those grudge matches though? Because that's what ultimately people will look back on in history. Those capture the imaginations of fight fans worldwide.
If there's anyone good enough to give me a grudge match that can actually put a fight up, then we'll see. But right now I don't see anyone's going to be able to fight back.
I want to see you fight in Dublin next year. Ideally, like Stephen Thompson, you versus Stephen Thompson, and you wanted that fight. Everyone knows you wanted that fight.
He said no twice. Ask him to blow. I tried to call him 2 or 3 times. He just ignored me. Look, he's fighting Shavkat the same night as me. If he loses and I win, why not make it in Dublin? Why not me and Wonderboy in Dublin? That'll be an epic fucking fight, and it'd be a good main event.
Or Shavkat if he wins.
Mate, look, at the end of the day, if you're above me, anyone can get it.
And now that McGregor's back in the mix, it just makes sense. Like, you guys need to co-headline a show.
Mate,
it has to happen. Surely you spoke with Dana about this, right?
Look, I don't know if I want to fight on the same card as Conor, and I'm going to tell you why. I've never been to a Conor fight. Why can't I go and just fucking watch one? I've never been to one. So to fight on the same night as him and not get to experience that atmosphere, that energy, I don't know. I feel like I'd want to sit there front row and go, right, this is the guy. This is him. I want to watch this.
Like, in terms of your relationship with Jake and Conor, obviously they don't like each other at all. Where does that place you, man?
I couldn't give a fuck if they don't like each other. That's on them. Look, if me and you hate him, that's okay, right? But if you hate him and he likes me, that's look, we're adults. I can have friends with people that don't get along. So the truth is, if they want to fucking hate each other and fight for millions and millions and millions and excite the world, cool. I'll be there to watch.
Do you think it happens?
I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think either of them need it. It would just be for fun.
What's your relationship like with Dana? I'd imagine that Dana absolutely sees dollar signs every time you walk in the room.
You'd have to ask him next time, because look, when I walk into any room in the world, I'm the superstar. That's the truth. And he knows it. He's seen it. He's seen the whole room stop when I've walked into it.
So I know you like to have a vision for your path to the title. If you had to pick 2 or 3 more opponents, like ideal path to the title, and then I know you said you don't care who it is you'd be fighting for the belt, but come on, just ideal path.
Wonderboy. So I'll have Luque, which will be number 10. I'll have Wonderboy, who'll be number probably 7. Usman, who'll be wherever in the top 5. Kobe, title shot, and then it's the Ian Garry show. It's my title defense.
And final one, what would be your message to young Ian Garry in that picture with Conor McGregor to now fighting in sold out MSG? Absolutely crazy the ride you've had. And I was there in 2019. I think it was your first Cage Warriors fight in Liverpool. Tom Aspinall fought main event. And I was there, and my friend was telling me about you and was saying, this guy is really, really good. He'd watch your amateur fights. I was like, okay.
Seconds into that fight, and I still fucking dominated.
Remember that?
I trust me, I remember every second of that fight. I would say, well done you. You stuck to your guns. You did what you said you were going to do, and now look at you. Superstar.
Brilliant. Well, I'm really excited for the future. Thank you very much for your time, brother.
Much,